Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a film that honestly not enough Karate Kid fans are talking about, and it shows. I'm reviewing Karate Kid Legends, the latest entry in the long-standing franchise, and I've got a lot to say, especially as someone who's been following this series from day one. So let me just get this out of the way right now. If you're saying this movie's cliche or just another cash grab, I don't think that you understand what this franchise is or ever was. Of course, Karate Kid Legends is familiar. This series has always been about bullying, standing up for yourself, training, and using your heart. It's always had a thin plot. That's never been the draw. It's about character, it's about growth. The original films had Mr. Miyagi, Cobra Kai gave us Johnny, Miguel, and even a redemption arc for Kreese. It's never been about plot twists, it's been about people and fights that mean something. In Karate Kid Legends, we meet Li Fang, played by Ben Wang, who moves from Beijing to New York after his mom gets a new job at a hospital. And that sounds familiar. New kid, new city, we've seen it. But here's a twist. Li Fang isn't a beginner. He's already training in Kung Fu, and not just by anybody. Mr. Han, played once again by Jackie Chan. Mr. Han is his Shifu, and that dynamic alone sets this apart from any other franchise entry. Instead of watching a beginner grow into a fighter, or watching a fighter evolve into a mentor, because yes, Li Fang ends up training someone else in this film. And that's what sets the stage for the tournament and the bigger emotional core, and sets up the story because he needs more training. So let's talk legacy characters for a second before we get into that. Daniel LaRusso shows up, and honestly, he feels a little tacked on. That's my main complaint with this film. Because I get it, the tournament is karate based, not kung fu. So his inclusion makes sense in that regard. But compared to how central Mr. Han is, Daniel just doesn't get enough love here or anything to really do except for one or two things. But seeing Daniel and Mr. Han in the same movie, that is huge. It reconnects the 2010 reboot and the original films and Cobra Kai universe in a meaningful way. Now, onto the fights. Because let's just be honest, that's what we show up for. Okay, the fights are really well choreographed. They're not as brutal or intense as the ones you get in Cobra Kai, but they're clean, motivated, and you get pretty hyped. Every fight builds momentum and raises the stakes, and the final act in particular is a total crowd pleaser. If I had one real complaint, once again, it's just how Daniel is underused. He shows up, drops a few lines of wisdom, and does some extra things, but that's kind of just it. He's not bad, he's just underwhelming, especially since this movie is supposed to be a uniting of all these threads, the legends, if you would. And yeah, like every Karate Kid entry, it's a little cheesy, a little familiar, but that's the flavor of the franchise. So the bottom line for me is that Karate Kid Legends is absolutely a Karate Kid movie, and that's what I came to watch. It's got the heart, the fighting spirit, and the character-driven moments that fans like me show up for. It's not some soulless cash grab, it's fun, it's connected, and it brings something new while respecting the legacy. As a personal fan, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. But, as a critic, I'd probably give it an 8, because it's pretty entertaining and the characters are that strong for me. But once again, this is comparing it to the whole franchise. If you're already a fan, you'll love it. If you're not, this movie might actually be the perfect way into this franchise. And with that, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of Karate Kid Legends down below. Are you Team Miyagi, Team Han, or even Team Cobra Kai? Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more movie reviews, and I will be doing a full ranking video that should come out the next day or so that will include these movies, now updated with Cobra Kai. Thank you guys for watching.
You have a foundation of Kung Fu.